Peace, family. I'm Chidiki, aka Chi Vital, and I am back with another tool for your toolkits. I went live in the HOC, so y'all already know that I was going to be here at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So today's video is going to be about dream hacks. Dream hacks. That means while you're dreaming, things that are going to help you skip through the long journey of healing because you have keys right there in the astral. All right. There are some tricks to the trade. There are some tricks that can happen with spirits, especially when you are under psychic attack. So I want to get into these types of things that are going to be important for those of you who are definitely wanting to delve deeply and expand your awareness and experience with various spirits as you're also working on your own personal inner journey. So I'll get a bit into that and what that means, especially what is the inner journey? Like, what does that really mean? Because it is kind of layered. It's something that people say often, but we don't really understand it unless we're studying dream workings or deeper meditations and doing magic in other realms to manifest things in this one. So it gets a bit, colorful. So I want to talk about it. Dreaming, like I said. Oh, what up? Let me pause. Hey, Luna Ray. Hi, Erica. Hi, Laughing Lauren. What's up, Aki? Very gang. So as y'all tune on, what's up, Jonah? Oh, Jonah, I'm gonna get back to you today, girlfriend. See, we'll talk about this, right? I've been so busy. Don't look at my nails, y'all. Look at that. Ooh, don't look. Don't look. I'm just pressing me some fresh geisha coffee. I'm having me some prime time over here. So as you tune in, peace, Davy. What's up, Kendra? Hi, Sunshine Goddess. Yes. Y'all see me? Look, that's how we really supposed to do it. You know it's good when the cup is small. You know that. It's that $800 coffee. No exaggeration, actually. You know what I mean? Not much of an exaggerator. It's pretty good. Y'all thought I was speeding before? I'm gonna let that settle in. Nah, I've just disappeared from the screen, you all. And I'm looking over from my mountainside castle where I can see the water crashing against the walls. I'm thinking deeply. Feels like China. See? You take me there. I can be gone. Y'all be like, Mother, what are you doing? I'm just being. So, why y'all do me like this? If you really want some, I think I have. I can't. Maybe I'll think about it. Cause we had this sidetrack. Listen, we family, right? We had a banging oud and coffee gallery like 2 years ago. Badass coffee, badass oud, lecture, meditation, zikr circle. It was phenomenal. So we are looking at the calendar for this year to just put things in perspective, like time wise, because we know that folks get so upset when it like, what? I can't make that. So we are, because the people who come, like y'all are mad consistent. Y'all are definitely like, we get to watch y'all grow because y'all always at everything. Y'all make sure y'all be on top of y'all work. So trust and believe when we're having our next oud and coffee gather, You will be invited. It's fun. Look, I'm gonna get into that. We're gonna talk about that. Just stay tuned, y'all. It's getting warm. It's getting warm. Y'all see outside? Look at the sunshine. I get too excited for the sun. The sun know, like I really got a relationship with the sun. Okay? Shamash, I love you. Do. Mhm. Okay. All right. Dreams, right? Yeah, I love this because I am actually really silly. I don't always get too silly in public, but it's not really public. Those of you who are sneak peeking into my private world, welcome. But let's get into it. First things, let's ask some questions. So, how many of you have ever had dreams where you are seeing people that you recognize and all is well and good, but then something just feels off? Press one in the chat if you've experienced that. You're in your dreams, you're doing your thing, you're traveling, flying, whatever, leaping off of buildings, even chilling with the folks, right? And just something happens where the person that you with, something is off. And you're like, WTF, right? What is happening right now? And you wake up in a bit of anxiety because you're like, hold up, right? You get like this whole, that was too real. I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. Okay? Let's talk about that first. So, the first thing is, there's a lot of truth, facts to when you start lighting candles, whether you're working with tarot, setting up altars, calling on energies, feeding your ancestors, the more you invite activity from the unseen realm, you're going to experience them more strongly, especially in the astral realm, because that is the place where you're kind of like on equal standing ground, because now nobody's got a body. And so that would be one of your prime locations for getting feedback from the energies that you are calling into your space. So, warning for those of you who are like, my life is already complicated and I really could use some more normal, non-drama type days in my life. Stop while you're ahead. Because if you want less happenings in your life, this whole like occultist thing, spiritualism, is not for you. You should really just go to church of any name. It doesn't matter what religion, and let whoever's the leader do all of the praying and talking to you and filling you up with hopes, and just like carry on. Don't light a candle. Don't even say a prayer. Okay? I mean, I'm just keeping a buck with you. Because you can just take your whole spirit, right, and just put it in somebody else's hands, and you could just go to work, come home, eat, and mind your business, and they're going to mind they're going to mind their business too, for the most part, unless you've already gotten way in too deeply and you haven't had a really good banishing, and so you got these lingering spirits. All right. Disclaimer: some of y'all, you can't avoid your destiny. So as much as you try to run away from the occult and the occult keeps finding you, and you're like, someone's doing something to me, and it's really just spirits, because you came into this life with the mark of the gonna be a priestess or gonna be a priest. Yeah, you'll be in church catching the Holy Ghost and be like, why? And everyone else will be afraid of you anyway. So if you don't fall into that bracket, Here's your warning. You can leave. You can leave. So long as you have not gone too far, you can leave. I mean, I'm not lying, am I? I'm not lying. Funny short story. When I was in Malaysia studying with the with the Mahavijas in the temple, I remember looking through like my notes from like writing from what I was being told, and I was like, man, oh. My teacher was like, because they know that I was into like way more stuff, right? And they're like, there are things that people get into, and I don't even know why they get into it because it's just going to invite more stuff to happen, right? And I'm like, sounds exciting to me. And that's why some of y'all are here, because real talk, like, life is gonna bring you drama anyway, so why not get it to be supernatural and enjoy it? Get to see what you're really made of. All right, people that are your folks, and they start looking weird. They're doing stuff that don't make sense. Now, here's the first thing: as you become more mature, look at me, I'm getting mature, y'all. As you mature on this path, the last thing you want to do is decide that somebody that you rock with or a family member is actually showing up in your dream to warn you that they're on some weird stuff. Write this down, okay? This is not for you to block out your psychic powers or to belittle your ability to have premonitions. No. Those things are real. But what people don't usually talk to you about is the fact that there are energies, especially in our beloved Jin realm, the untouchable space, because, we obviously want to have much respect for the kind that were created before us. Um, that can be very helpful in a lot of ways. Y'all know, what I'm saying? I ain't trying to badmouth y'all. I'm trying to also let them know, okay? Put y'all on. That they do very well to mimic people that look like people you would trust. So, if you are under spiritual or psychic attack, right? One of the first things that you might encounter would be seeing someone you trust in the dream realm inviting you in to, like, you feel you trust them, so you're in that space with them and your alarms are not up. Okay? This is similar to how a person who is some type of like predator, right? Like a child predator, wears the costumes and the colors and uses the vocal intonations that children are attracted to in order to shut down their defense mechanisms. So when you're in those spaces and you feel like something is off, when you're journaling, I want you to write down what's off, because there will be things like, for instance, if you haven't noticed by now, I really like to take good care of my lips, right? What if you saw me in a dream and my lips were ashy? I know this sounds really funny, but this is like stuff that happens. If you saw me in a dream and my lips were ashy, It's like something that someone who really didn't know me might miss. But you, like as my student, as someone who like likes my content, you should know that I don't do ashy lip. Okay. So if you saw that, it should make you know something is wearing my body, but it's not me. Similar to those of you who might be dreaming of like your grandmother or your deceased parents or your homies, like for women, if you dream and your homeboy who you know never tried you before, right? You don't even get no funny vibes. Like he's just playing the friend role until you're available, right? And he tries you in a dream. Do not assume that Rashad is holding secret feelings about you. Know that there might be someone or an energy that is trying to gain access to, for instance, when you see that like the man woman type situation, because that happens to guys too, right? Don't just assume that he's trying to holler at you. There's a spirit that is utilizing the trust that you have with this opposite sex in order to gain access to your sexual energy, right? But here's where being totally transparent with yourself, right? Doing your shadow work and understanding where you stand, especially on the subject of sexual energy, because that is like geisha coffee to them spirits, okay? One, if you are being honest with yourself, right? You'll find yourself in that awkward situation in a dream where you're chilling with the homie, and this is for guys or women, right? Chilling with the homie, and then the homie makes a pass at you, and you're like, whoa, hold up, right? That's gonna give you pause to know one, good job on your part, because that means that you also are keeping it a buck in your living life, right? You don't have any type of lingering subconscious feelings towards this other person that threw you off. Two, you also protect yourself by creating space. Three, you absolutely know that there's an energy trying you, and they're trying to play on that trust where your guards were down. So write that down. Behaviors that don't make sense. Okay? Um Behaviors like that. So somebody that would try you in a dream, but you don't get no type of feelings like that around them in person. Okay? Um a person who like would even something's wrong. Okay? Like, you know how for us beauty is like the symmetry of your face. If you know that someone looks a certain way and something's off with the eye, okay? Or something's off with like, you know what I'm saying? Like their shoulders like this, but in real life they don't have scoliosis. And you're like, something's not right. Because what happens is like we are used to wearing our skin. In that realm, the spirit is wearing the skin or the visual of that person, but they can't get it exactly perfectly right. Um, and not to be not to be like religious, but it's like there's only one of you. So any duplication is never going to be perfect. Like we're not photocopiable. And we come with so many other intricate details energetically that is why the presentation as a picture of us can't be perfect even when a spirit is trying you on. Does that make sense? It's like you could copy my style, but you can't copy my swag. You know what I'm saying? Because swag is that special sauce that comes with being you. You feel me? All right. So that I'm gonna cross this off. Imposters is friends. Imposters is friends or family of people you trust in dreams. Okay. I'm telling you this piece because the more centered you're getting in how you emote, you're gonna notice like I was exposed to a potentially triggering experience in my dreams, but I'm grounded as fuck. And so I'm able to analyze it before I go and tear somebody's head off. And you can go and pat yourself on the back for the growth because I know some of y'all have woke up from your dreams and you're like, I'm ready to cut her. Like, I'm about to wake this man up with a bat. And so you're not there anymore. Congratulations, you've graduated. All right. So now you understand that there can be some funny energies there. Now, when I say don't ignore certain things, what if you notice the person and you're being an observer? So you're being shown something like a movie, right? And you're seeing some behaviors that might mock reality, that would be different, okay? But it's still something for pause, not for reaction. I'm very much about pause, observe, take your time, take your notes before you just be reacting. Because, we're adults and we got to move with some class, even when we got to bust that ass. So here we go. Next thing, there are folks who, whether we see them on a regular basis or not, they just happen to always be around, like when we get to dreaming. And you feel this sense of ease of communicating with them. You picking up on messages, it's chill. There's no funny business. It's just totally like you even feel refreshed after dreaming, after being around these people. Okay? These individuals that you feel like you can trust in the astral realm, I want to give y'all a bit of like peace of mind now to understand that those people who in that realm, in your astral realm, you feel cool with, you can absolutely feel cool with them here. And I'll explain to you why. So, what I discovered is that two things play out very strongly while we're in the dreamland. When we don't have the body, right? We carry with us our subconscious, which is always rolling. It's like the B-roll, right? It's always rolling. It comes packed with memories from many lifetimes. And so it's quite wise and can let you know exactly what's going on and give you gifts and healing and all of those tips that you're gonna need to be a whole person. All right. That's my commercial for subconscious mind. And you have your soul there. So there's people that you connect with on a soul level and understand that if you feel safe with them in this astral realm where you're more vulnerable to the depths of your spirit, when you're in real time, you know that you can trust them. Because if there was a reason for you not to trust them, you would experience that from the wisdom of your spirit in that realm. So for those of you like who have worked with any practitioners in person, you may also experience working with them in the astral, which creates this harmony of spirits that allows that trust to happen, and you should trust that. Okay? Because the biggest thing is that like your subconscious and wants to protect you. All right? The opposite of that is true as well. If you experience extreme anxiety in the astral realm around particular people, okay, And then in real life, like, you have to be around certain people, but you're like, it's consistent. You're not really sure where it's coming from. On the con side, it's like, it's a red flag. There's something for you to be aware of. On the pro side, it's like the owl got your back. You know what I'm saying? The all-seeing eye does not miss anything sly. So you know that some part of your spiritual squad that makes you up is aware of something that is beyond your immediate or conscious awareness for the time period. Now, the hard part about having that experience is that it does amplify the level of anxiety, especially if you already feel anxiety. Because if you are conscious of this ill feeling, then it is going to be present in the astral. But what the astral will do is it will expand your vision to understand more of what is fueling that feeling. Okay? So if you can, writing is very healing, right? That feeling. You ever wake up and you're like, don't know what I'm feeling, right? It's right. That feeling. And just that feeling. You see me? I'm so strong. I am so strong. I am breaking one of my favorite pens. All right. That feeling. I want you to write in your dream journals, right? That feeling, and really like tap the paper. That feeling. What is that feeling? What is that feeling? Circle it. What is that feeling? Like that. Okay? That practice will help you to expand, because in the astral realm, especially those of you who are also working on doing some success work with your dreams, it will be able to expand and pull back the layers of what is there. It will let you know whether you've had a real experience in this lifetime that has some trauma attached to it. You need to work through it to release it so you don't have the anxiety anymore. The anxiety just comes from you not particularly knowing how to respond, or like how to land on your feet if in case a certain situation occurs, right? But that just tells you what? There's some things that you need to prepare, and not just for in case this person or this thing does something uncalled for, but because you get to understand where you got some cracks in your armor, where you got some bolts that need tightening, where, you know what I'm saying, what parts of your system need to be tightened up. And when you take responsibility of that, then no one has the power to create that anxiety around you. See what I'm saying? That's why I say you got to feel to heal. Because when you're going to this astral realm and you're dreaming and you experience that breathlessness, that, oh my gosh, if you didn't ever feel that, you would not have something tangible to start unbraiding or untying. All right. So that speaks to your trust and where it's really solid and you can just totally relax. All right. And where there is some distrust and where you can be empowered in it. Okay. Stand empowered. I used to do this more often in the past, but you all have been such great practitioners of the gifts and tools that you've received. I haven't had to use it in a while, but like, stand up. Like, you feel, when you feel powerless for whatever reason, you feel anxiety, like stand up in it, right? And really like ground and just get in. These just beating on your chest helps to ground you and bring up that empowered energy to say, all right, what you do the tapping, that feeling. What is that feeling? Tap your chest because that's where you want to get the confidence and the courage to see it clearly. And then you can execute a plan. Because without that, like anxiety, you just be having it like, I don't know what to do. Everyone's out to get me. What am I doing wrong? I feel like I'm doing everything right. And that just don't make nothing fix. Okay? That that thing really helps. So I'm crossing off here. Feelings. You can woosah about the people you hang out with in the astral. And then like I want to talk about expanded vision. So y'all already know, like when you're in your dreams and this is all of us should be working on some type of success work. Okay. And dreams are dope for that because as you experience it there, I'll tie this into this next piece of the dreams. But while you're experiencing it there and it's being recorded, you end up, obviously, I've heard this many times before, you program it into a reality, right? But what your astral body can do is it can open up the vision to a place where emotionally you have space to hold a vaster vision for yourself. Like experiencing flight in dreams, where you can masterfully fly to where you need to go to. And you feel the weightlessness, but you're very much aware of the movement. Giving your body that experience through the psyche when you're here, you need to get somewhere. The blockage of how you get to somewhere is removed. Okay. Similarly, to if you see yourself wanting to have an enterprise that is global, and you keep on when you're thinking about it, you're thinking about your locality, right? This area where you live in, and when you dream, though, you're seeing other parts of the world that you've never seen before. You need that. Okay. So for dream hacks, when you see that, you should research places that look like where you've seen. Because one thing that is true, which takes me to the next thing, is that energy never dies, right? When we know that energy never dies, we know that besides the fact that our spirit continues to go like through these different lifetimes, the thoughts that you had in each lifetime, there's somewhere in there. You don't lose wisdom gained. Write that down. You do not lose wisdom gained. So every time you come back, you don't come back less intelligent. You don't come back less wise. It's there. Okay? It is there. So once you've had those experiences and you see yourself in places speaking languages you didn't know you could speak, and places that you've never seen before, or doing things you didn't know you could do, what is being revealed to you is that yes, you have done those things. Yes, you can speak those languages. And if you were to start studying it consciously, you would see how the language is perhaps tied to a lifetime you've lived in a country where that language is spoken. And there could be a wealth of gifts in that location if you get to it just following your dreams. You know the statement, teamwork makes the dream work? It's like you have a team between your mind, your subconscious mind, your conscious thoughts, your spirit, right? that work together in order for you to maximize on your potential if you work with it like an artist does with colors. Okay? The reason why I love dreams so much is because dreams give me the experience of life beyond the limitations of this realm that I'm dreaming in now. Because to me, they are the same. Like they're both a dream. And so I love being in that other space because it reminds me these things are so easy to manipulate if I accept that as the truth. And the more I practice theirs, the more I see it available here because there's no differentiation. Those imprints of thoughts, actions, things you've learned, you've mastered, they continue to carry on with you. Okay? So, these are some dream hacks for you. When you see new places in your dreams, rather than go to the places that are popular for vacations, look up the places that you see and go to them. Speak to the lands that are calling your spirit. If you see that you're speaking another language in your dreams, look more into that language. There are numericals and codes in those languages that can help to unlock the spiritual knowledge that you've had from that lifetime. You see what I'm saying? Like if you lived amongst a certain village at another time, those memories, that wisdom is available to you. It just might not be able to be translated into English. So you would do yourself a great service to find out more about those people. Like you may see yourself dressed a certain way, look it up. You know what I'm saying? Look it up. See what's up with that. You might have certain markings on your face. Draw them on your face. Meditate and see what comes up for you because these things are a part of your spirit and your DNA. Waking up to say, like, come recall this, remember this. It's the most powerful thing is to remember, put it back together into wholeness and gain access that way. All right. And that piece about like the imposters as friends in your dreams, I just hope that helps you out because while there are going to be so many good things happening in your lives, other things that you don't prefer may happen, but I want you to always be standing on your square. So when you see it, you know how to move and start training yourself to create space for you to observe what's happening because not every entity or every threat that you encounter in the astral requires a reaction. In the same way that here, I'm telling you, you want to be able to keep your cool a certain kind of way so that you can always, almost always, right? Navigate yourself and position yourself for an absolute victory. If you need to press somebody or something, you need as much facts about who's on the other side before you just be going out doing whatever you want to do. You feel me? So yes, back to the chat. Back to the chat. How y'all like that? Y'all enjoying that? If I make some dream meditations, some guided dream meditations, would y'all enjoy that? All right, let me see. Because y'all was laughing at me. I'll be in my silly self. Yo, that's true. Kendra, you was like the sun has been gorgeous since the start of the year. The sun has been on steroids as far as brightness is concerned. Because I know driving ain't been easy. Because I have very sensitive eyes. Let's see. I dropped the rolling emerald hills of the rice paddies. Y'all funny, son. Please, somebody make some more coffee. Aw. We got some more coffee coming. Don't you worry about a thing. I see the fruit. I love you. Let me see. Hang it up. For those of you who missed that. uh okay. Kendra. The long pause is because I'm reading the chat. Okay. So bear with me. Y'all can keep talking to each other in the chat if you want to. So basically, that's what's happening when we start seeing you in terrain in the astral. You see, that's the thing, right? If you are able to tap in and have experiences with us in the astral, I want you to just tell your spirit thank you. Because your spirit is letting you know we good over here. We in good hands. Because if it wasn't right, you would have so many experiences that were like, no, that ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? And it don't mean nothing is wrong with me. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with Teray. It just means like your spirit ain't for us. And I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take it personally. It is what it is. I just rather you not be a weirdo about that. Because your spirit ain't for everybody. So let's see. Oh, Caitlin says she be seeing some of the fairy gang in her dreams. Yeah. Now my fairies ain't nothing to joke with. They're so kind, but they know they stuff. So you know what I'm saying? You in good hands if you see them around. But don't play. Okay? They my soldiers. I do that when anxious. I never really thought about it, but it helps. So yeah, yes, your RAM data is you have access to it when you're sleeping. Okay. Amorena. So when you dream, what is it? What's up with that? When I dream of people that I'm not comfortable with, but I don't know them. You do know them. Some of them actually are the people you know in this lifetime. It's just you seeing them in the other skin they used to wear. That's why they feel so familiar. And you also, once you are, like I said, you in this world, you in the cult, and you start visiting these different realms, you have visited, you've shown up, you became present. Even when you're not aware of it, that consciousness is still living and generating relationships and doing its thing. Which is why, if you keep in a dream journal and you notice that you're meeting certain people, if you want to get more masterful in managing your lives, right? Then you would begin learning some of their names. You'll begin learning some of the pictures or the dreamscapes of when you're there so that you can return there by subliminal messaging. Like, if I want to go back to that realm where I was hanging out with that group of people that I felt very comfortable with. There might be certain music that induced it. There might be colors or smells or foods that induce it. Okay? Let's see. Uh, let's see. Y'all are straight yourselves and astronaut sugarcoating about ish. V Minty, first of all, you thanking me. I don't know if y'all can see the chat too, because it'll be cool if y'all can see the chat too. So I'm not sitting here all quiet. um, just watching the chat, and y'all like, what's she doing? I'm like, oh, pardon me, people who are looking in the camera. I'm looking back at you. I'm back. I'm back. I'm reading the chat. Um, yeah, cedar fruits. Yeah, eyes keep watering, but I don't have allergies. I mean, it might be because Venus is so close, and that watery eye brings more light refraction. You know what I'm saying? It's giving you, it's giving you the watery damsel in distress eyes. Come hither to me, oh beloved. Don't you see? I'm so sad without you here. um, but V Menti, like you funny. You said I spoiled y'all with 2 videos in 2 days. Nah, I've been doing a lot of work, and now I need to go back in the lab. I'm just excited. I told you I'm gonna come here when I have relevant information straight from my travels. My spirit wants to open up and just share because it's that much more real. It's potent from my heart, and that's just the way I'm set up. I don't really fit into the YouTube algorithm joint, so I'm gonna just continue being chitticky. Uh, works for me, and I hope it works for y'all. I did I did put I started putting up some Valentine's Day stuff up there, some specials on my shop, hocwellness.com. That's where you can find fragrances made by me, and some tools made by me. Um, yeah, I do things for the skin. Also, my scents are very good when it comes to attraction, sweetening, even sweetening in to protect yourself. Because, you know, I'm a protector. I'm a healing protector. Very, very protective. So for those of you who have ever been under my wings, y'all know that energy is very easy for me to pull on from a galactic level and put into these products, and they good money. Pulling light, putting it into the products for you to have beautiful, lustrous skin. That works well for me too. Now, the floor washes, the temple grade floor washes that I make, the legendary floor washes that I make. I'm trying to decide where I want to put it. I think I'm going to make it available on the school website because for everyone who's in the school, y'all absolutely need that level of care for your spaces. So I think that's where I'm going to put it, actually. Because the materials, the thing is, the materials, the authentic materials are freaking hard to get. I swear to y'all, like everyone who did the winter solstice, and I gave y'all like a little, like a one hitter, so at least you can see what I'm hitting with when it comes to cleaning the and banishing the spot for you to bring in some energies, some real potent high energies. Um, Trust me. I thought I found a spot, right, that had some of the ingredients I needed. Man, I swear to y'all, like people will take a label off of one thing and put it on another. And for people who don't know any better, they're like, oh, it's the same thing. I opened that joint up and I already was like, this is not what I need. This is not what I need. Like, I guess folks really like stuff that the smells, they're used to it and uh it smells good. But I like the stanky stuff. I like the stinky stuff when it comes to we gotta cut this cloudedness, we gotta cut the negativity out. I like the stinky stuff. I need the stinky stuff, the real herbs. Okay. So I am going to I've gotta go out of town to go get um some of those things. Then I'll put it up. I will actually have some of that temple grade floor wash available. What's today? The 7th. I will have it for actually Valentine's Day. I'll have it Valentine's Day. So y'all be able to get your spring cleaning on and start that process. I'm gonna have it. So when I put it up, listen, when I put it up, because I'm not gonna be able to make like as many as like I can get with certain ouds. It ain't like that. But when I put it up for a pre-order, get it, because once it's gone, remember I gotta travel in order to get what I need to make that joint. Okay. Um. So yeah, I will let y'all know when I post it in HOC and I post it on the community tab. Yo, temple grade floor wash available on the site. Go grab that. Go grab that. Um, Jonah Watts, can we use it as a normal cleaning? Yes, you can. I mean, I'm an active priestess, so I use it as a part of my cleaning because if you ever been to the temple here, there's a lot of different energies, and I gotta make sure no one's fighting. All right, and then if I need to pull in other energies that aren't particularly home here, when I send them back, they gotta go back before they get attacked and start creating all kind of stuff in here. So yeah, for those of you who are gonna be consistently practicing, especially like you working with one deity and you move into the next deity and then you working with the next deity, and you want to do that safely and keep like order in your space, do your chaos and then be able to have order and clear your space. You want to have that like on deck. So if you want to order it regularly, then I know, okay, I'll make sure to have a batch in a certain rotation. But it's just way too expensive for me to like make a couple here and a couple there. I'm not doing that. All right. So for those who had carpeted floors for the winter solstice, they used it as a spray. Yes, they diluted it and they made it a spray to hit the carpets. So that's what you're gonna use. See? So yeah. I give instructions, I give instructions. And it's temple grade. So it's not like, some watered down garbage. I don't even put water in it. Like I don't add extra water. I like use just enough to get the tincture. It's like a freaking tincture. Okay? All right. So my lovelies, stay beautiful, stay powerful. Love yourselves. Continue to build love in sacred space and keep your peace. I'll catch up with y'all soon. Don't forget to hit up the HOC Wellness store for some of your lovely smells and your moisturizers and such. I will see y'all soon. Peace, love, and bliss. Always a pleasure. Mwah!